This is Doc again, guys. I've always maintained that when you find a nugget, especially for you new guys, the old timers don't need this information, but step back away from where you found that nugget and take a look. Take a look at where the nugget might have come from and why it was going where it was going. As you can see, there's a little drainage. There's that big creosote bush right there. But this is all sort of a drainage that comes down out of the mountains. And obviously, this was on its way down at some point in time. So, and then if we look up here, you can see this is sort of a bench that maybe come down off of that mountain. I found gold on this side of the mountain. I found gold on the other side of the mountain. So, what I'm going to do now is we're going to go downhill from that, about where my pick is. I want to go right down in through that little gut a little of the gully, in case anything was going that way. And then of course I'm going to want to come up above it as well and see if this is a beginning of a nice little patch, or this is just one single lone nugget, which I'll tell you down here in Gold Basin, you get a lot of that. You get a lot of one nugget patches, as we call them. So we'll take a look and see if I come up with anything else after I fill my hole in it. And by the way, you know what? It's funny because about 10 minutes before this, Hoss Blackman, who's passed away, he was a legendary prospector. He'd been to Australia I don't know how many times. Hoss was the one that taught me how to prospect, and he taught me out here. And it was about 10 minutes before I happened on this nugget, and I just happened to think, and I was actually talking to myself out loud, and I said, Hoss, you know, if you're not doing anything, you know, you can still come to tech with me, buddy. I said, I remember all the fun that we used to have out here. And sure enough, I crossed over this little wash here and started working these little benches that run alongside the wash, just like Hoss taught me, and bam, get a nugget. So Hoss, God bless you, buddy, and this one's for you. And Hoss always taught me something. He said that whenever you find a nugget, find a pretty piece of quartz and put it in the hole and cover it back up, because when you take away something from Mother Earth, you always want to give something back. So like I said, this one's for Hoss.